Attention duelists. Phoenix here bringing you another Master Duel Monday. Watch and learn. Once this game actually connects. There we go. Gonna claim my login gems right quick. And now, without further ado, stalling. Let's see what's in store for us this week. Hope y'all have been enjoying the theme chronicle. Now I am, as I'm not dealing with sweaty hyper meta decks. Alright, got Crusadia on Duelist B. Duelist A activates 1-for-1, pitching White Prince. Duelist B counters with a Maxi. Maxi itself is countered by Ash Blossom. I'm gonna say Crusadia's got this one in the bag, because the whites are just going to make a big monster and pass. White Prince in the grave will send away 2 more and had summoned White Baking by the effect of 1-for-1. White Baking will link off for Linkuriboh. White Baking, for being sent to grave, will add White Prince to the hand, and White Mare. White Prince is then discarded. Being discarded, it'll send away 2 more. White Prince will banish itself and 2 others to summon King of the Skull Servants. White Mare will discard itself to summon Lady in White. Player normal summons a second King of the Skull Servants, sets 1 back row, and passes. Duelist B opens up with the Feather Duster. They had Called By as well. Called back to its in response, banishing the Maxi. Player summons Crusadia Reclusia, turns Reclusia into Magius, or Magus. Then summons Draco to the zone it points to using its own effect. Draco's effect will target Reclusia. Adds Reclusia back to hand. Magus adds Arborea. Magus and Draco are going to link together for Regulex. Arborea summoned to the zone Regulex points to, which adds Testament. Regulex and Arborea link together for Equimax. Summons Regulex and Reclusia to zones Equimax points to. Uses the effect of Reclusia, targeting Equimax and Linkuriboh. Arborea's effect will protect the Equimax and destroy the Linkuriboh. Then Leonis and Reclusia are going to link together for IP Masquerena. IP and Equimax are going to link together for Avramax. Avramax will swing at the King of the Skull Servants. He activates Crusadia Testament. And why didn't Mechanite's effect activate? Because it didn't battle a special summoned monster. He swung it at the normal summoned King of the Skull Servants. And he will shuffle away his opponent's Lady in White. That is a mistake from the Crusadia player. And with 10,000 damage on board, Skull Servant player summons White Baking, links it off for Linkuriboh again. White Baking will add a 3rd White Prince and another White Mare. Discard the White Prince. White Prince will send away 2 more. White Mare will discard itself to summon a Skull Servant, or return Skull Servant to the graveyard. White Prince banishes itself and 2 others to summon the 3rd King of the Skull Servants. And swing for 8,000. Misplays from Crusadia means that the Skull Servants win. Oh, this is the ZW starter deck. Full pass. So we'll full pass on watching that. I don't know why they make these bots to behave this way. Alright, Sword Soul. Uses Long Wand, pitching Shatana, summons itself and the token. Links the two together for Baron de Fleur. Long Wand deals 1200. Summons Ecclesia, uses her effect to tribute herself. She'll be negated by Ash Blossom. Set to the back row of Called by an Imperm and passes. Opponent's turn. Activates a Lightning Storm. Called by will activate in response. Bit too late for that one, bud. Lightning Storm does clear the rest. Summons Pankratops by its own effect. Then uses Miscellaneosaurus. Baron de Fleur will negate the Miscellaneosaurus. And now that that's out of the way, Pankratops can do its thing. Miscellaneous will banish itself from the graveyard to summon an Enema-adorned Archosaur. Archosaur will pop the Pank to add double evolution pill. Then the Archosaur will link off for Linkuriboh. Linkuriboh will turn to secure Gardna. Then activate double evolution pill, banishing the Archosaur and the Linkuriboh from the grave for Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Tyranno will swing over Baron, and the Gardna will swing direct. One card off the top. Dino player sets one back row. With one card off the top, I don't think Sword Soul will make a comeback. They draw a Shuna. Use a Shuna to summon itself. Link it off for Monk. The Shuna will banish itself to set Vishuda. Conductor will use its effect, tributing the Secure Gardna to flip Vishuda. Sorry, destroying the Gardna. Dino player's turn, they activate Lost World, swing with Conductor over Monk. Shatana in the grave will banish itself to reset the Monk and destroy the Conductor. Sword Soul player's turn. They flip up Vishuda. Link the two together for Shaman of the Tenyi. Shaman will pitch the Maxi in their hand to resummon Long Wand. Moving to battle, they swing with the Monk. Player activates Dark Spirit of the Silent. Which actually allows Long Wand to attack twice. You took more damage for that play, actually, sir. Passes turn to the Dino player. They summon Soul Eating Oviraptor. Lost World will activate with Oviraptor chaining. Oviraptor adds another Conductor Tyranno. Lost World gives the Sword Soul player an egg token. Oviraptor will target the Jurassic Egg, and Lost World use its effect instead to destroy the baby Ceratosaurus in the deck. Ceratosaurus in the deck will summon a giant Rex, and those two will make a Volzer Dolka. Then by banishing two from the grave, Conductor Tyranno will summon itself. Tyranno swings over Long Wand, and Shaman for game. Dinosaur player did have it. Some kind of bug player activating Foolish Burial to send away Goki Pole. Goki Pole will add Resonance Insect. Sets one, sets two back row, and passes. Opponent full passes their turn. Could be a terrible hand. Player activates Bee Trooper formation, flips up Resonance Insect, summons Goki Pole, links the two off into Bee Trooper Armor Horn. Goki Pole's effect and Resonance Insect's effects will activate. He adds Sting Lancer, and Goki Pole will add another Resonance Insect. Armor Horn will allow the summon of the other Resonance Insect, which will then link off with the Armor Horn for Seraphim Papillion. Papillion's effect to add counters activates with Resonance Insect searching as link 2. It adds Bee Trooper Light Flapper. Papillion gains 2 counters. Swings for 2500. and passes. Opponent full passes. But during the end phase, Papillion will detach one counter to summon Resonance Insect. The opponent is also playing the bugs, but they have to discard one. Sting Lancer will then use its effect, returning monsters from both graves to summon itself. Papillion will use its effect, attaching its other counter to summon another monster back from the grave, which is Goki Pole. Sting Lancer adds Beat Trooper Landing, activates Landing, using 4. For Ultra Beat Trooper Absolute Hercules. Resonance Insect and Goki Pole's effects will activate in the graveyard once more. This is excessive, you have lethal on board. Adds another Resonance Insect and Doom Dozer. Armor Horn will banish 3 insects from the grave to summon itself. Insect for being banished. Both Resonance Insects are banished, so will activate that effect. Sending Goki Pole to grave. And Goki Boar. Armor Horn will allow the summon of the other Resonance Insect. Doom Dozer will banish 2 to summon itself. Resonance Insect and Seraphim will link together for Beat Trooper Invincible Atlas. Resonance Insect adds Mighty Neptune. Returns 3 from Banish to deck to summon Neptune. Atlas will use its effect to gain 2,000. Swings with Atlas and Hercules for game. Overkill. The opponent also never played anything. Alright, I don't know what this person is doing. Synchro Warriors? Opponent has no extra deck. Activates Pod of Desires. Ash Blossom the Pod of Desires. Summons Garbage Lord. Activates Dirge of the Lost Dragon. Declaring Lucky Punch, so it is a self-destruct deck. Player summons Amazoness Fighter, activates Lucky Punch. MST will activate on the second back row, which is Destruction of Destiny. Destruction of Destiny will mill 3, deal 3,000. MST will pop that. Lucky Punch was activated, so Dirge will pay half their life points. Raigeki is used, destroying the Garbage Lord. Battle phase, Amazoness Fighter will swing. Lucky Punch will flip 3 coins, 2 heads. Dirge will pay half their life points because the effect was activated, and then Fighter will hit for game. I don't know what versus self-destruct. A little disappointed at how many self-destruct decks I've seen already. Alright, got Plunders. Wasn't paying attention. Summoned Redbeard, activate Bluebeard's effect to special summon. Bluebeard and then Redbeard are both sent away. For Blackbeard. Bluebeard's effect will discard 1 from the hand. Redbeard will target Blackbeard and equip it. Bluebeard lets them draw. They set 1 and pass. A so-so turn. The opponent summons a Kaiju, then Lightning Storms. Summons Crusadia Maximus, which will turn to Crusadia Magus. Summons Reclusia to the arrow Magus points to. Adds Draco. Links the 2 together for Regulex. Summons Draco to the zone Regulex points to. Draco's effect targets Maximus. Adds Maximus back to hand. Regulex will add Crusadia Power. Link those two together for Equimax. Summon Maximus and Thunder King Kaiju to the zones Equimax points to. Maximus' effect for doubled up battle damage. Equimax swings over Gadarla for game. Crusadia obliterates Plunder. Branded. Branded Blue Eyes. Player activates Branded Opening, pitching Jet Dragon, summoning Aluber. Aluber will add Branded Retribution. Player activates Branded Fusion, sending away Albaz and Whitestone of Ancients, making Albion the Branded. Albion will use its effect, banishing itself and Fallen of Albaz for Mirror Jade. Normal summons a Fallen of Albaz. During the end phase, the Whitestone will summon a Blue Eyes. I'm going to say that was a weak turn for the Branded player. Two of his monsters are... Wait, what the hell? He summoned Alba Lanatus by getting rid of his opponent's Fallen of Albaz and Blue Eyes. Interesting. Mirror Jade will respond by banishing Alba Lanatus and sending away Sprind. Player summons Ecclesia, who will tribute herself to summon Fallen of Albaz. Albaz will pitch Ad Libitum, fuse with the opponent's Mirror Jade for Dragos Depelia. Mirror Jade's effect will activate from the grave. Dragos Depelia will chain to put a counter on Aluber. Then they use their own Branded Fusion, sending away another Ecclesia and Fallen of Albaz to make their own Albion. Albion will banish the Dramaturge and Albaz from the graveyard to make Lubellion. Dramaturge's effect will activate. Lubellion will chain, pitching Fallen of Albaz. Is that the fourth Fallen of Albaz that's been involved in this game so far? Returns Fallen of Albaz and itself to make Mirror Jade. Dramaturge will resummon itself. Mirror Jade uses its effect, sending away a Brigand. Swings direct with all the monsters after he's banished the Aluber. Opponent uses Imperm just because they can. Does not stop Mirror Jade, Dramaturge, and Dragos Depelia for swinging for game. Branded player going second beats Branded Blue Eyes. I don't know what to think about what I'm looking at. Some kind of zombie deck. Is this the zombie starter deck? Just outright? Opponent uses Opening of the Spirit Gates. Adds Dark Beckoning Beast. Summons the Beckoning Beast. Uses its effect to add Summoning Beast. Beckoning Beast will tribute itself to summon the Summoning Beast. They set one back row face down. Summoning Beast will tribute itself to summon Raphael. Summoning Beast will banish itself from the graveyard to add Hamon. Sets another back row. Opening the Sacred Gates will pitch Dotscaper to resummon the Dark Summoning Beast. Dotscaper will then summon itself from the graveyard, as it's once per duel. And they pass to the zombie player. The zombie player moves through all the phases and does nothing. Opponent activates Awakening of the Sacred Beasts. I'm tempted to skip this whole one. Player turns Raphael to attack mode. Swings for 4k. And passes. Opponent summons Mizuki. Awakening of the Sacred Beast will give them life points, and Raphael will give them a token. Mizuki slams into Raphael. So this is another weird self-destruct deck. Got it. Moving straight into battle, Raphael swings for game. I long for the days of hardy competition. It's what, 2 Crusadias, 4 self-destructs, / full passes? Wow, Unchained with 3 of the same card in hand. Opponent activates Fossil Dig, adding Dynamorphia Theresia. Summons Theresia, who will set Dynamorphia Sonic. And 4 other back row. Then passes. Unchained player's turn, then draw a Pot of Extravagance. Activate it, banishing 6. Dynamorphia Sonic will chain. Destroying and negating Extravagance and destroying their own Theresia. Unchained player sets 1, then uses Unchained Aruha to destroy their set card and summon Aruha. Dynamorphia Domain will chain, sending away Theresia and Diplos to make Kentragina. The Unchained card that was destroyed will make Unchained Soul Disaster be summoned. Kentragina will use her effect, sending away Dynamorphia Domain, to fuse herself with Diplos to make Rexterm. Rexterm will pay half of their life points in order to use its effect. That can activate the effects of monsters they control that have attack greater than or equal to your life points, which the life points currently being at 500 is a pretty hard shutdown of the Unchained. Aruha will swing into Rexterm, activates effect from the grave to summon Abominable Unchained Soul. Attempts to swing to crash. Ferret Flames will bounce it. Passes to the Dynamorphia player. Activate Fossil Dig, adding a Miscellaneousaurus. Then activating Dynamorphia Domain again, paying half their life points. Summoning a second Kentragina. Moving to battle, Kentragina swings over this Unchained Soul of Disaster. Soul's effect will target Aruha, summon it back. Rexterm swings over the face down, which was another Aruha. Aruha, for being destroyed, will summon Twin Sarama. Pass to the Unchained player. Unchained player sets 1, uses Aruha to pop Aruha, then uses Torrential. Miscellaneousaurus will discard itself to offer protection to all dinosaurs. Torrential does not pop the dinos. Sarama and Aruha's effects will activate because they are destroyed. Summons Unchained Soul and Rakea. Unchained Soul swings at Rexterm. Rexterm uses its effect, paying half. They're down to 125. Dynamorphic player goes straight into battle, swings with Kentragina over the Rakea. Rakea's effect will summon Sarama. Rexterm swings over Sarama. Sarama will summon Rakea. Rexterm uses its effect again. They're down to 63 life points. Unchained player sets a card. Rexterm will once again pay half. They're down to 32. Moving to battle, Kentragina swings at Rakea. Unchained will activate their back row of Escape of the Unchained. Rexterm will chain. They're down to 16. Rexterm was destroyed, as was Rakea, so both of their effects will activate. Unchained Soul is summoned, and Theresia is summoned. Theresia will set a card, which is Dynamorphia Alert. Kentragina swings over the Soul. And during the end phase, Unchained player activates Labyrinth to summon Lovely Labyrinth. This is a wild one. Down to 16 life points. Lovely uses her effect to set Welcome Labyrinth. Dynamorphia Alert will chain, paying half their life points. They're down to 8 life points. Summons back the Rexterm. Kentragina will use her effect, paying half their life points to activate Alert again. Summoning a second Kentragina. Lovely swings at Rexterm, who will pay half their life points, putting them down to 3. And after slamming their own face in, Dynamorphia beats Unchained. I don't know if it's good or not, but it's very funny to watch them go down to half life points. All right, what do we got here? Branded with a little bit of hero. Branded Dark Lord, actually, with... Hang on. No, you got too many ingredients in this soup. Invoked, hero, branded. Disgusting. Well, they totally passed their turn. Their opponent activates Silent Mining, pitching Salamangreat Roar to add Gazelle. Summon Gazelle. Gazelle will send away Spinny. Spinny will summon itself from the grave, then link itself off, now being banished, for Balinx. Balinx will add Sanctuary. Sanctuary is activated. Links off Gazelle and Balinx for Sunlight Wolf, that's his 4th summon. Sanctuary will allow Sunlight Wolf to link off into Sunlight Wolf, that's number 5. Roar will activate from the graveyard, and Nibiru will chain. Activates Crossout Designator, declaring Nibiru. Nibiru will not resolve. Sunlight Wolf stays. And the Roar will set itself. Then they set 2 more back row. Wolf swings direct for 1800. And passes. We got Alistair the Invoker being summoned. Hit with the Imperm immediately. Love to see it. He's still probably going to link that off into... No, he can't. I checked his extra deck. He doesn't have her. Sets branded in red and passes. Salamangreat player's turn. They summon Lady Debug. Debug adds Gazelle. Links off the Debug for a second Balinx. Summon to the zone that Wolf points to, which will re-add Gazelle from the graveyard to hand. Then links off both Wolf and Balinx for Heat Leo. Heat Leo will send away their back row, and Heat Leo will swing over Alistair. Salamangreat Payer passes. Player. Duel speed draws branded Lost. Activates it. Sets 1 monster. They have a rough brick of a hand. Passes to the Salamangreat player. Summons Gazelle. Gazelle will send away Spinny. The card was sent away, so the other Gazelle in hand will summon itself, and Spinny will summon itself. Gazelle will link off into the 3rd Balinx. And then Gazelle and Spinny will link together to make Update Jammer. Nibiru is going to be dropped now. Roar will chain to negate. And destroy. No longer a threat Nibiru. Update Jammer and Heat Leo will link together for Access Code Talker. Access will target Heat Leo to gain 3000. Update Jammer will allow Access Code to swing twice. Access Code will banish the Update Jammer to pop Branded Lost. Use its effect again, getting rid of Wolf. And chaining their own Mexi just to show off that they had it. Pops the set monster. Activates Called By. Pointing at Alistair. Get out of the game. And now moving to battle. Balinx will swing first, paying 1000 to heal for 500. And then swing with Access Code for game. Salamangreat beats the worst opening of a branded invoked hero fusion pile I ever saw. Wow, that's a rough opener. 2 Ash Blossoms, 2 Imperms, and Godarla. Opponent uses Skystriker Mobilize. Ash Blossoms dropped on that. Mobilize is negated. Hornet Drones is activated, summons the token, summons Diviner of Herald, which will send away Trias Hierarchia. Hierarchia would tribute Diviner to summon itself back. Diviner was sent to the graveyard, which will summon Docile Corcutia, which will add Gracia. Cutia and Hierarchia are going to link together to make Beyond the Pendulum. Beyond the Pendulum will pay 1200 to activate its effect. It will be hit by Imperm. Activates Soulful Chord Elegance, which will set the pendulum scales with Coolia and Cutia. Then Pendulum summons Gracia from the hand and Dreamia. Gracia will add Sulfur Harmonia. Dreamia and Gracia will make Electromite. Electromite will use its effect, but be hit by Imperm. Player activates Harmonia. Harmonia will use its effect to add Dreamia back to the hand. Dreamia will special summon itself, and then link together with Beyond the Pendulum for a second Beyond the Pendulum. Her effect will go off again, paying 1,200 to add Astrograph Sorcerer. Electromite and Beyond will then link together to make Avramax. And the Ace token will make Linkuriboh. Knowing what's in Duelist A's hand, this hurts. They trip Avramax for Godarla. Avramax will shuffle back Godarla, and the player passes. They're playing Weather, apparently. Player uses Harmonia, adding Cudia to the hand. Summon Cudia. Cudia's effect to add will be negated by Ash Blossom. I can tell the Sulfur Cord player is getting really upset with all these blocks. Links off Linkuriboh and Cudia for Dark the Dark Charmer Gloomy. Then Pendulum summons. Pendulum summons Dreamia and Gracia, along with Astrograph Sorcerer and Sulfur Cord Beautia, which will add Sulfur Cord Formal. Goes on the swing with Beautia, Astrograph, Dark, and Gracia will swing for game. Sulfur Cord beats 4 hand traps and a kaiju. Speaking of kaijus, the opponent sets 1 back row, activates Pendulum Call, pitching Odd Eyes Light Phoenix, adding Dragon Pulse and Dragon Pit. Sets Pulse in the scale along with Pit. Pendulum summons Odd Eyes Pendulum, and passes. They are playing the starter deck. Oof. Player activates Lightning Storm, wiping out all spells and traps. Summons 4 Mud Skipper. Skipper reveals Crusadia Spatha. Links itself off for Crusadia Magus. 4 Mud Skipper will activate with Parallel Exceed Chaining. Exceed goes to the zone that Magus points to. Another Exceed is added to hand. Exceed effect will activate to summon its brother. Magus effect will activate, adding Maximus. Magus and one of the parallels will make Regulex. He will tribute the opponent's monster to summon Radian. Regulex adds Crusadia Power. Regulex and Parallel Exceed will make Equimax. Summons Radian to his own side of the field, uses Maximus as well. Maximus makes him do double battle damage. Equimax swings over Radian for game. Alright, Arincest this time. Summons Pasculus, which will summon Blue Tang. Send away Sleepy Maiden. Pasculus will link off into Blue Slug. Blue Slug will target Sleepy Maiden, add it back to hand. Mandarin will summon itself to the zone that Blue Slug points to, then link itself off for Sea Angel. Sea Angel will add Battle Ocean. Sea Angel and Blue Tang will link off for Coral Anemone. Blue Tang will reveal 3. Adds Marincess Wave. Coral Anemone will target the Pasculus and summon it back. Activates Battle Ocean. Links off Blue Slug and Pasculus for Crystal Heart. Crystal Heart and Coral Anemone will link together for Aqua Argonaut. Battle Ocean will activate with Anemone Chaining, targeting Blue Tang. Anemone will add Blue Tang back to hand. Battle Ocean will equip Aqua Argonaut with 3 Link monsters. Sleepy Maiden will summon itself to the field, and they set Forbidden Droplet. Marincess player passes. Opponent summons Incredible Ecclesia, uses her effect to tribute herself to summon Moye. Moye will reveal Adhara. Summon token. Makes Grandmaster Chishao. Chishao's effect will activate, as will Moye. Draw 1, add 1. Adds Longwan. Of course he does. Longwan will reveal himself, pitch an Ashuna, summon himself and a token. Ashuna will banish itself to summon Vishuda. Longwan, his token, will make Supreme Sovereign. Longwan deals 1200. Sword Soul player passes. Marincess player draws Dive, uses Aqua Argonaut's effect, attempting to return Sleepy Maiden and the Supreme Sovereign. Chishao will activate to chain and negate. She is currently a Towers and is, I believe, unaffected because she was made using Crystal Heart. Unaffected monsters. Yep, unaffected thanks to Battle Ocean and Crystal Heart. So not negated. The Sovereign is bounced back. Sleepy Maiden will then summon herself. They summon Blue Tang. Blue Tang sends away Basilalima. Mandarin is summoned to the zone that Aqua Argonaut points to. And Marincess Dive will summon Seahorse. Seahorse and Mandarin will make Splash Mage. Splash Mage will target the Seahorse, summon her back. Move to battle, Aqua Argonaut swings over Chishao. And they pass. Personally, I would have gone for Appaloosa at this point. They set 1, banish 2 from the grave and 1 from the field to summon Arch Nemesis Protoss. They activate Marincess Wave to negate the effect of Protoss. Longwall in the hand uses its effect, pitching Adhara, summon itself in a token. Adhara in the grave will banish itself to return Vishuda to the hand. Sword Soul player is struggling. Vishuda will pitch itself to send Crystal Heart away. That will not stop this effect. Makes another Cheng Ying. Longwan will deal another 1200. Moving to battle, Cheng Ying swings. Uses Forbidden Droplet, send away Seahorse, which will reduce Cheng Ying's attack by half. Cancels his attack. And passes. They draw Lightning Storm. That's useless. Aqua Argonaut will return Blue Tang to bounce Cheng Ying. Player activates Blackout, getting rid of their own Protoss, the opponent's Sleepy Maiden, and Aqua Argonaut. They banish Basilalima to protect. Cheng Ying is bounced once again. Basilalima will boost the attack of Aqua Argonaut. Sword Soul player, realizing they've been outed and have just been making themselves look a right fool, will apparently not do anything and lose due to time limit. That's embarrassing. Sword Soul player summons Ecclesia, tributes her, summon Moye. Moye reveal Taya, summon token. Chishao, Moye combo, draw 1, add 1. Gets Longwan. Activate Sword Soul Emergence to add Protoss. Sets 2, uses Longwan, pitching Taya, summon itself and a token. Make Cheng Ying. Deals 1200, passes. Opponent uses Vishuda, summon itself. Then summons the Ascendant of Thunder. Opponent uses Blackout, popping them. Ascendant of Thunder will restore 5,000 life points. Sword Soul Emergence will activate to add Taya. Summon Taya. Taya will banish 1. Chishao will use its effect, banishing a card to negate Taya's effect. Sword Soul Emergence in the grave will attempt to modify Taya's level, but cards were banished, so Cheng Ying's effect will activate to banish the Taya and the Vashuda. Sword Soul player that went second passes with nothing on board. Sword Soul player number 1 draws Fusion Destiny, summons Ecclesia, tributes her, summons Moye. Moye reveals Protoss, makes token, links them both off into Risen Drakite. Moye lets them draw 1, activate Fusion Destiny, sending away Dasher and Denier, making DPE. Moving to battle, swing with the Supreme Sovereign, swing with Dragite, and DPE for game. Alright, got a legendary Fisherman Ocean deck. Activating Fish Sonar. Gets Electric Jellyfish. Summons the Jellyfish. Jellyfish sends away Legendary Ocean. Opponent uses Max C. Max C resolves. Jellyfish will summon Legendary Fisherman 2. They set Ice Barrier and pass. Opponent summons Keeper of Dragon Magics, which will pitch a Climito Sundew. Maxi change to the Keeper's effect. Ash Blossom to stop the Maxi. Keeper will resolve unimpeded. Adds Instant Fusion. Activates it to summon Imbulo Melodies. Melodies will add Preda Planning to hand. Melodies will tribute itself to summon Over the Scorpio, which will pitch the Darlington Cobra. Scorpio will summon a Climito Sundew. All three of them then fuse together for Tripto Veritum. Set 1, swing with Tripto Veritum at the Jellyfish. Ice Barrier drops its attack to 0, and it dies. Ocean player's turn, then draw another Fish Sonar. Banish the Ice Barrier from their graveyard. Opponent activates Preda Planning, which will send away Biblisp. Puts a counter on each of the opponent's monsters. Fish Sonar will send away Legendary Fisherman 3 and then add it back. Biblisp for being sent will add Bufolokula. Activates the Fish Sonar to add Ocean Dragon Lord Karyu Shen. Jellyfish will send away a Legendary Ocean to summon Karyu Shen. Karyu Shen will add Sea Stealth Attack. Then he tributes Fisherman 2 for Fisherman 3. Swings with Fisherman 3, Karyu Shin, and Jellyfish for game. That was a strange one. No, sir. I didn't like it. Sets 1 back row, discards Darkburning Attack to summon Apprentice Illusion Magician. Illusion Magician will add Dark Magician. And pass. Terrible opener for a Dark Magician player. Opponent summons Evil Thorn. Tributes it to summon 2 more Evil Thorns. Then uses Snowdrop Princess Rika, tributing one of the Evil Thorns to summon herself and Mudan the Rika Fairy, which adds Rika Tranquility. Sets 1 back row. Rika will make all their plants level 8. Mudan and Evil Thorn will then make Teardrop the Rika Queen. She'll detach the unit to tribute the Apprentice Illusion Magician. Go up to 3,000 attack power. Swing into the Mirror Force. She's destroyed. Set 1 more back row. Pass back to the Dark Magician player. 1 card off the top is Eternal Soul. It ain't much, but it's what they need. Player activates Rika Tranquility, triggering the princess to summon the Rika Queen, and summon back Snowdrop. They draw for turn. Summon Aromaseraphy Angelica. Activate Eternal Soul to add 1,000 Knives. Snowdrop will make all their plants level 8 again. Make Alesi the Sylvan High Protector. Alesi will activate its effect, declaring Lone Fire Blossom. It was not that, it was Rika Petal, which goes to the grave. They turn Snowdrop to attack mode and pass. Use Eternal Soul to special summon 1 Dark Magician. Then activate Dark Magic Attack, destroying the opponent's back row of Magic Cylinder. Activate 1,000 Knives to destroy the Rika, and pass. Rika Petal in the graveyard will be summoned. Rika player draws for turn. Petal will use its effect. Eternal Soul will chain to add Dark Magic Attack or 1,000 Knives. Adds 1,000 Knives. Rika Petal adds a second Snowdrop Rika Fairy. Alesi was its effect, declaring a Lone Fire. It's another Rika Petal. Let me just check everything you're doing. The deck. Yep. That was a mistake. He attempted to use Alesi to set Dark Magician on the top or bottom of the deck, but Dark Magician is unaffected thanks to Eternal Soul. You should have targeted Eternal Soul. Rika player summons Lone Fire Blossom, tributes it for Mardell. Primula, the Rika Fairy, will activate. Primula summons herself. Mardell will add Fallen Angel of Roses. Snowdrop in the hand will tribute their Petal to summon the Fallen Angel and herself. Primula will make all our monsters gain 2 levels. Then link off Primula and Fallen Angel for Aromaseraphy Jasmine. Angelica will summon itself. Monster was summoned. Aromaseraphy Jasmine will tribute Snowdrop for Hellebore. And pass. You are losing to your own inability to read, Rika player. Eternal Soul will summon a Dark Magician from the hand. Activate 1,000 Knives, targeting Alesi. That was your best chance. Both Dark Magicians link off for Ebon Illusion Magician. Moving to battle, Ebon swings over Jasmine. Jasmine's not destroyed. Why wasn't it destroyed? Oh, because the life points are higher, it couldn't be destroyed by battle. Neat. Rika Petal summons itself back. They set 1 back row. Rika Petal will use its effect. Eternal Soul will chain, adding a card. It's the third 1,000 Knives. They add Mudan. Mudan will tribute Rika Petal, summon herself. Adds Ricochet. Sets 1. Turns their monster to attack mode. Swings over the Ebon Magician. Swings direct with Jasmine. And with Mardell. As a Dark Magician player draws Magician of Chaos. This is really just a Magician player. They activate Eternal Soul. Opponent will chain Blessed Winds. Shuffling the Queen back in the extra deck, gaining 500. Dark Magician is summoned. They gain life points, so Jasmine's effect will activate to add Snowdrop to hand from the deck. Use Dark Magic Attack to wipe out the back row. Activate 1,000 Knives, which does destroy the Hellebore. Magician swings over Mardell. Rika Petal, during the end phase, will summon itself. Like an access code talk would just fix all of these problems. Play someone's World Carrot Weight Champion. Hang on a damn minute. If this card's in your graveyard, you can send a plant type monster from your hand or face up from your field to the graveyard, except World Carrot Weight to special on this card. You can only use this effect once per turn. Sure. Eternal Soul summons another Dark Magician. Rickapetal effect will activate to add Primula. Hellebore in the graveyard will tribute Rickapetal to summon itself back. Primula will summon itself because a monster controlled is tributed. Then make Perelius the Empress of Blossoms using Mudan and Angelica. Empress will resummon Mardell. Mardell will add Lone Fire Blossom. Jasmine will tribute the World Carrot Weight Champion for Queen Angel of Roses. Empress swings over a Dark Magician and passes. DMG player draws Magician of Chaos, uses Eternal Soul to summon back Dark Magician. Overlays both of them for Ebon High Magician. Moving to battle, Ebon High will swing at Jasmine. Can't be destroyed because they have more life points. And passes. Queen Angel of Roses will tribute Primula. Snowdrop will tribute the Queen Angel to summon herself and Lone Fire Blossom. She'll make all of their plants level 8, then overlay Lone Fire and Snowdrop for Teardrop. Teardrop will detach a unit to tribute the Ebon High Magician. She gains 200 attack points. Ebon High Magician's effect will chain, with Eternal Soul chaining as well. Summons a Dark Magician in defense mode. Ebon High will summon the Magician of Chaos and destroy the Empress. Turns all his monsters to attack. Snowdrop will swing over the Magician of Chaos. Hellebore swings over Dark Magician. And Mardell for game. That went on way longer than it needed to. That was so excessive. It actually kind of sucked the life out of me watching all those. So, in the spirit of me being done, I'm done. That's going to be the end of this video. If you caught the stream, thanks for watching. If you catch a replay, thanks for that too. Goodbye.